thinking about the perfect vacation. It feels like it's really changed, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about ticking off sites anymore. People seem to want something deeper, like real cultural immersion.
Yeah, that's right.
And what's really interesting is how that's now stretching into how we explore wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's moved way beyond just a quick tasting session.
Yeah.
It's more like a journey,
Mm.
into the stories in the soil, the craft behind the bottle, history meeting innovation.
Precisely. And our deep dive today, it really uncovers that whole transformation. We'll show you how travelers, they're swapping crowded spots for these intimate cellar visits, these hands-on experiences.
Right.
It's really about choosing rich, memorable moments over just, checking things off the list, especially for people looking for something a bit more meaningful from their travel.
So our mission today is basically to give you a shortcut, a way to really get this vibrant, kind of complex world of wine tourism.
Yeah, cut through the noise.
Exactly. We'll pull out the key insights, the most important bits from our sources, so you get a solid understanding, quickly, without information overload. The aim: uncover some truly iconic, maybe even surprising wine experiences around the globe.
And we're here to sort of guide you through it all, help you grasp what makes modern wine travel just so compelling. We'll try to balance the summaries with, those memorable details, those vivid examples, give you the full picture.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Our sources are pretty clear. There's been a big shift in how people engage with wine travel. What's really driving this move from just a casual sip towards, this full-blown cultural immersion?
It really comes down to expectations, I think. What people want from travel now. They're definitely moving past basic tastings into something we could call cultural immersion with a side of Cabernet.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah. The desire is for something that resonates more deeply, not just consumption. And a key idea here is this concept of terroir as a time machine.
Okay, explain that.
Well, it highlights how that unique mix, the soil, the climate, the human touch. In a wine region, it lets you literally taste the history, the culture of that place.
Yeah.
Right there in the glass. It kind of transports you.
Mhm.
So iconic wine regions, they're not just pouring drinks. They're staging these multi-sensory experiences. Think about Bordeaux, right? These grand chateaux offering VIP tastings in old Louis XV lounges.
Wow.
Or Portugal's Douro Valley, where they're still keeping alive ancient traditions like foot-treading grapes.
Incredible.
These places, they really do become living museums.
Mhm.
Every single sip gives you an echo of, say, Roman times or Renaissance trade.
That idea, terroir as a time machine, that's really powerful. So let's talk Europe. Our sources describe these regions as, quote, real masterpieces aging in oak barrels.
Yeah.
What is it about them, beyond just the great wine, that makes them so packed with history and culture?
Well, what's truly fascinating, I think, is how these regions, they don't just make beverages. They actively preserve entire civilizations within their landscapes.
Right.
Take Tuscany in Italy. The sources paint this picture of rolling hills and rich history, cypress trees, old stone farmhouses, a landscape that looks almost as sharp as a Milan runway.
Yeah.
And when you sip Sangiovese there, it feels like you're connecting right to the spirit of the Renaissance. Chianti Classico, those cherry notes, it's like liquid Renaissance in a glass. And Brunello di Montalcino, its boldness kind of mirrors those old fortress towns.
That's really tied to the place.
Absolutely. And you can even do things like olive oil pairings in 15th century villas.
Yeah.
Especially peak season, September, October. It connects you directly to centuries of farming tradition.
That sounds amazing, like really touching history.
Yeah.
So how does Bordeaux then offer something similar but maybe distinct, that timeless elegance?
Bordeaux, yeah, it's all about classic vineyards and timeless elegance. The winemaking there, it's described as chess, not checkers.
Okay.
And that's not just a cute phrase. It really speaks to Bordeaux's strategic vision. Centuries of dedication to blending, to appellation control.
Yeah.
It guarantees quality, that global prestige.
Yeah.
They're Cabernet Merlot blends. They're almost like liquid history, giving you a taste of Louis XIV's court. You've got these centuries-old chateaux, some of Europe's most famous, guarding vines that once, fueled the aristocracy.
Yeah.
The left bank gives you those structured reds known for precision, elegance. The right bank, more velvety textures. And for something different, architectural tours of these futuristic, almost space-age cellars, especially May, June time, it shows how deep tradition meets modern innovation.
Space age cellars.
Yeah. And you can even explore these UNESCO-listed chalk caves. Adds another whole layer of history.
So we've got Europe's classic elegance covered. But what about exploring closer to home? Our sources really highlight America's incredible diversity. It proves you don't always need a passport for that taste of history or world-class wine, right?
You're absolutely right. The U.S. really flexes its range, as the sources say. You get everything. Opulent luxury, laid-back charm, history, innovation, it's
Uh,
all here.
so where do we start?
Let's kick off with Napa Valley, California, often called the heart of American wine excellence. It's got this vibrant, innovative spirit, over 400 wineries constantly defining and redefining what luxury experiences mean. It's synonymous with Cabernet Sauvignon, often paired with, Michelin star food.
Okay, Napa. And what are some of the standout spots or experiences there?
Well, Robert Mondavi Winery, a real cornerstone name, and Napa, they do these vineyard picnics, pairing bold reds with views of olive groves. Beautiful.
Nice.
Then there's Domaine Carneros. You're sipping sparkling wine in a replica of a French chateau. Old world charm, Californian sun.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly. And for top-tier quality, Opus One, they make these Bordeaux-style blends with just incredible precision.
And beyond just the wineries.
Oh, yeah. The Napa Valley Wine Train. It's got this sort of Gatsby glamour, but totally updated for today.
Sounds fun.
Or, for a completely different view, hot air balloons at dawn floating over the valleys. The sources say these flights are so amazing they make even fancy Prosecco brunches look, well, basic.
Huh.
You can also find high-altitude tastings up at Alta Napa Valley or heritage tours at Forniente exploring Chardonnay aged in these really old caves.
Napa definitely sounds like a whole experience. But what if someone's looking for something, maybe a bit more relaxed? Family-friendly, perhaps?
Then Sonoma County, California is exactly the place. It's described as a laid-back wine journey. It swaps Napa's sort of velvet ropes for these beautiful wildflower-dotted hillsides.
Okay, different vibe.
Totally. It's where you see families on picnic blankets, kids looking for pine cones, parents debating Zinfandel.
Nice.
Look at Francis Ford Coppola Winery. It redefines the family outing. Poolside cabanas, movie props. It's relaxation and entertainment rolled into one.
Poolside cabanas at a winery.
Yep. And Benziger Family Winery has these biodynamic tram tours. Really engaging way to learn about eco-conscious winemaking. Plus, the sources mention tubing down the Russian River as a uniquely Californian way to enjoy rosé.
Love that.
And there's a great quote from a local chef, Marco Ruiz. "Our farm to table isn't a trend, it's just Tuesday." Really speaks to that authentic, rooted food scene.
That does sound incredibly charming, very approachable. Okay, moving north now. What makes Oregon's wine country stand out?
Oregon's Willamette Valley. It's truly a paradise for Pinot Noir lovers. It gets called Oregon's crown jewel and a region that wears hiking boots.
Some hiking boots.
Yeah, it hints at that more rugged, nature-focused appeal. It's 150 miles, just perfect for Pinot Noir. That grape thrives there thanks to the volcanic soil, the cool climate, creating wines often called liquid silk.
Liquid silk, wow.
Winemakers there will tell you Pinot Noir grapes, they're divas. They demand perfect conditions or they sulk.
Demanding grapes.
Very demanding. You can really explore the region actively. Rent an e-bike, tackle the 12-mile loop in the Red Hills of Dundee, stop at places like Domaine Serene. And for a memorable night, stargazing tours. The sources suggest the wine tastes even better after you've earned it exploring all day.
Stargazing with wine, I like that. Okay, from the West Coast, let's jump to the east. The Finger Lakes in New York. What's unique about that region?
The Finger Lakes really stand out for their historic and scenic wine trails. You've got these glacial valleys, perfect for Riesling, and it's a place where suffragette history kind of blends with this really cutting-edge winemaking, all set against these incredibly deep lakes with amazing colors.
History and wine together.
Exactly. Dr. Constantin Frank Winery back in 1962, they basically rewrote the American winery playbook, proving European grapes could thrive there. Herman J. Weimer is another key name, known for biodynamic plots, especially for sparkling wines.
So what are the experiences like?
You can do lakeside tastings on Seneca Lake. Winemakers actually describe their Rieslings as tasting like liquid geology.
Liquid geology.
Yeah, a testament to the unique soil. It's recommended you pair the wine tasting with hikes in Watkins Glen State Park and maybe a visit to the Women's Rights National Historical Park, a really powerful connection to American history there.
That sounds like a really rich trip.
Mm.
Now, for those looking for maybe a bit more adventure or perhaps an artistic angle with their wine, where in the U.S. should they look?
Well, Paso Robles in California and Walla Walla in Washington are really pushing boundaries. They're rewriting destination playbooks with boundary-pushing creativity.
Okay, how so?
In Paso Robles, Sculptera Winery's grounds are basically this amazing open-air art gallery. So you're viewing art while sipping Cabernet. It enhances the whole thing.
Art and wine, nice combo.
Then DAOU Vineyards has tasting menus that blend heritage culture with modern food trends. Think duck confit tacos with ancestral Spanish blends.
No.
And for the thrill seekers, Margarita Adventures has vineyard zip lines, a 5,000-foot course giving you aerial tours over the Syrah vines.
Zip lining over the grapes. Now that is definitely unique. What about Walla Walla? How does it fit into this adventure and art mix?
Walla Walla's distinct terroir, it's best explored by e-bike, apparently. You navigate between these quite avant-garde tasting rooms like L'École No 41. The wineries there focus on creating these full sensory stories, so every sip comes with discovery, with art. It's as much about the journey as the wine.
Got it. Okay, finally for the U.S. focus, our sources mention Texas Hill Country in Virginia. Diverse and compelling scenes. What's their character?
Yeah, these regions are really shaking up the American wine script. Rebellious blends, distinct historical terroir, Texas Hill Country. You've got Wine Road 290. It's got this boldness, a real Southwest swagger.
Okay.
Cruising past limestone cliffs, uncorking Tempranillos as vibrant as Austin's music scene. Or maybe Albarino's crisp enough for that Texas heat. One winemaker playfully said their Petite Syrah has this rugged character like Willie Nelson's bandana.
Huh. That's descriptive.
It really is. It's a place where Rhone styles sit next to experimental orange wine, sometimes aged in local mesquite barrels. Very distinct.
And Virginia, what's the story there?
Virginia offers the sort of homegrown elegance. The Monticello Wine Trail has over 30 stops. Cabernet Franc flows freely there, echoing maybe the debates of the Declaration era.
History again.
Definitely. At Jefferson Vineyards, you can sip blends directly linked to Thomas Jefferson's own early, though apparently unsuccessful, vineyard attempts.
Wow, that's a connection.
Yeah. And the Blue Ridge Mountains provide this stunning backdrop for tasting rooms pouring aromatic Viognier. For both Texas and Virginia, the sources suggest getting active, rent a convertible for the Texas wildflower routes, or bike Virginia's Monticello Trail. Really immerse yourself.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how the sources keep highlighting experiences way beyond just sipping, these skin-to-grape connections that really awaken the senses.
Absolutely. Modern life, it seems, demands more than just passive tasting. People crave rejuvenation, but maybe with a corkscrew twist.
Oh.
Which brings us to wellness and vinotherapy.
Right, vinotherapy.
So in Spain, Caudalie Marqués de Riscal, they're redefining spa menus. Barrel-aged scrubs, antioxidant wraps, using polyphenols from local grapes. They even offer a Cabernet Sauvignon bath soak.
A wine bath.
Yep. And in Tuscany, Como Castello del Nero offers yoga flows that actually integrate Sangiovese sips. Guests might trade Downward Dog for barrel-top meditation.
A barrel-top meditation.
But
That's certainly a new one. Now, what about for people who really want to get involved? Hands-on, maybe even grape-stained.
Oh, there are options for that too. Portugal's Douro Valley offers what they call barefoot time travel. You can actually stomp grapes in traditional stone lagares, just like farmers did centuries ago.
No, really?
Yeah, a very visceral connection to the process. And afterwards, you can even try blending your own port wine.
That sounds incredible. Anything like that stateside?
Well, in Napa, Domaine Carneros lets guests try sabrage, opening bubbly with a saber.
Oh, yeah. Dramatic.
Very. And you can also craft your own bespoke cuvées there. Basically become a temporary vintner. And Sonoma's Buena Vista Winery also runs these engaging blending workshops, gives you a much deeper appreciation for the craft.
So, pulling this all together then, this deep dive really shows that wine tourism, it isn't just a hobby anymore. It's like cultural time travel, but with a corkscrew.
That's a great way to put it.
We've seen how Tuscany bottles Renaissance ambition, how Texas rebels with those unique mesquite-aged blems.
And what's really striking is just the sheer range the U.S. alone offers. From Napa's Cabernet rivaling Bordeaux's swagger, right down to Virginia's colonial vines whispering these forgotten histories. It's an incredible spectrum, right on our doorstep potentially.
Yeah. It seems modern explorers, they want more than just sipping. They're after the moonlight grape treading, the AI-curated tastings, the hands-on adventures. So whether you're thinking about blending Rhone Reds in Paso Robles, or maybe exploring historic estates in Virginia, every glass really does tell a story. The world's vineyards, they're constantly rewriting tradition. So the question is,
Yeah.
your move, ready to uncork your next chapter.
As you think back on everything we've talked about, what specific experience really stands out to you? What might be your next unique liquid adventure?